Hey, Roger Martin here from Billings, Montana. Twitter posts from some of these very aggressive and elite people. They're not going through either Twitter's taking them down or these people are not posting. Either way, uh, does not look good for those that may be in criminal situations.
Are the only things we leave behind when we depart this earth.
Now, this is Umaban Abadin. Can't even say her name. Anyhow, this is the gal that was involved with Clinton. Sick lesbian that got into the power play with Clinton. She's up their eyeballs in the server and other crap. Her husband, another sick individual. Anyhow, yeah, when we depart this earth, interesting. Our reputation, our character, all the things we leave behind when we depart this earth. Very interesting.
This earth for the final Twitter post. What's going on there? Why that particular quote? And then we've got Cindy McCain. Hasn't posted since December 18th. My husband's greatest legacy was placing service to Arizona and USA ahead of his own self-interest. She loves to use Twitter. The longest that I noticed consistently was about 3 or 4 days, and now we're talking another 10 days since she's posted anything on Twitter. Where did they go? Well, if you haven't seen this, most of you probably have. There have been 2 massive prison barges or ships headed to Guantanamo Bay.
Massive prison barges or ships. I've never seen anything like it, but it's headed towards Guantanamo Bay. Wow. Incredible. What's going on here?
Cuba now. The 2 pictures show a prison barge in port of Morehead City, North Carolina. The barge recently arrived from New York City. Family member who is a boat captain in this area saw it and recognized it as a prison barge from New York, where he used to live. They also relayed that according to their paperwork, that a second prison barge is coming from the west coast of the United States, also headed for Cuba. My family member contacted me and sent the pictures because
East Coast and West Coast prison barges. Wow. Headed to Cuba. Wow.
Because of my discussions about Gitmo and Q with him. And then this guy put, "It's happening, folks. I read the docks at Gitmo were worked on to permit huge ships to dock at Gitmo. Ships will also contain prisoners. There's too many to process at once or hold at the Gitmo prisons." And then somebody put, "Amazing Serial Brain 2. Seems to confirm what we are all expecting. Time for the roundups." And that's the video that I actually did, Serial Brain 2, Trump Q, gingerbread, stockings, and Gitmo. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. And then 40 had put...
All right. He says something else here. Doctors and cops, human trafficking arrested. Doctors and cops, 277 arrested, human trafficking. And remember, President Trump signed a presidential order that they can seize their assets, all of them, for doing this crap. Remember, the police and doctors are involved with this as well as government officials.
These people, doctors and cops, are among 277 arrested in human trafficking, online prostitution. Remember, most of these people would be described as nice people, neighbors, etc. So a week-long undercover sting targeting human trafficking and online prostitution in Polk County ended with 277 arrests that included doctors, pharmacists, and etc. As
Polk County, don't know where that's at. But it's coming, folks. There's a big civil war going on in the government, police, civil, military. You're on one side or the other. It's coming down. This Q clock is very interesting and people are really watching. Like I said, this is psychological warfare and this is letting people know, good and bad, that this stuff has been well planned out in advance. Well planned out.
protected on Air Force One and abroad. Specific locations are classified. Now, what just happened December 26th this year? mirroring November 1st of last year. Air Force One aircraft spotted over Europe heading east, and we know that the president went to an undisclosed location, which ended up being with our troops overseas. And you'll see here the Q clock, that line is lined up, and it looks like a Q. So therefore, if that was true, then the theory was that we would have then a possible November 2nd would mirror the December 27th date. The next day, we looked at Twitter, exactly this: my fellow Americans, the storm is upon us, God bless. And it'd be Q55. If that happens, it happens. If not, it was just a theory that's going on around the Twitter verse.
Wow, this last part of this just is amazing to me. Here goes.
And above all, please pray. For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish, but have eternal life. Love is patient. Love is kind. God bless my fellow Americans. 4-10-20. That was a message from the president there. 4-10-20 in an alphabetic cipher is DJT. Donald John Trump.
Wow. 4-10-20. Donald J. Trump. 4-10-20. Wow. Wow. Crazy. This is a psychological warfare, and it's a civil warfare, and it is powerful. Make no mistake of it. These guys that watch us are a lot better at this than me. This is very interesting to me.
Is a Wednesday, and it lines up. It's on the clock. Check it out. 2 November 2017 and 3 November 2017. I want you, Anons, to go and look on these days, because it looks like that's what's happening right now. This is very important stuff. It involves the Podestas and Huma Abedin and Hillary Rodham Clinton and Iwan even. It's amazing stuff. I want you guys to get eyes on these, and I want you to wake up the normies, because stuff might be happening that will require that we calm the normies. We are the calm before, during, and after the storm.
While GHWB's cat.
Very interesting. And this last part of this is interesting too, because something happened at his funeral. It wasn't subpoenas, but they're giving a clear message that the gig is up. And I didn't know Pence was so close to the bushes and what crap was going on. But we got WikiLeaks doing a dump here soon. We got these digital soldiers that are with Flynn that he got set up. We got the security with Flynn too. We got the intelligence with Flynn. Flynn is one of the great unsung heroes, and so is Assange.
We have an army of digital soldiers.
We are investigating.
What you don't hear, in between what you do hear, is what you should hear.
Anyhow, so true. Truth is going to slowly come out, but we are in a great civil psychic war, not psychic, but intelligence war with the military, with Trump, with the elite groups, trying to clean up these multi-layered swamp criminals. And you're going to have to join forces with one or the other, no middle ground. Again, this is Roger Martin from Billings, Montana. Very interesting. They plan to put a lot of people into these barge prisons, the prisons out of Guantanamo, and other military prisons. This must be massive. Wow. Good day.